Hello, it's Tom. Welcome to SoftTalk ASMR. How are you today? It's the 21st of March 2020, and today's video is all about going within, creating a beautiful bubble of healing light uniquely around each and every one of us, because we can all do this, and this is what my painting represents. Now, before I begin getting my paintbrushes to work, I'd just like to show you this. It's the Energy Oracle card deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. 53 card deck and guidebook. This is something new I got just the other day, and my first card, quite simply, when I halved the deck and felt pulled to a card, I thought, yep, and when I looked to see what it was, here's the message: rest and rejuvenation. And this came up about 24 hours ago, so that was yesterday evening, which of course is the spring equinox. So here we are, shifting into a new season, the energy of a new season, and I would like to just allow us all to take a few moments to remind ourselves the importance of going within, to rest, to rejuvenate, to really work out what is it I need to do right now to calm, to feel peaceful, to find stillness, to heal. We can all do it, and isn't now quite possibly a time when we are more or less being forced to do this by so many of us staying indoors? We now have the opportunity to rest and rejuvenate and take a look at ourselves. What do we need to fix? Or what do we feel directed to work on our inner selves? Just think of that for a moment now. To rest and rejuvenate. To sit in meditation like this chap in this picture here. Visualizing the beautiful rays of healing light all around. So that's my message for you today, in terms of some guidance, if you would like to accept it, that of course. Now, this painting I started about 3 or 4 days ago. I've just spent half hour here, half hour there, and it is a self-portrait of myself. Well, this would be 30 plus years ago. I always remember the importance of the daisy. I did enjoy sitting amongst the daisies, very enthralled and captivated by the daisies, the little white petals with the little yellow centres and the thin strandy stems. That is always something that my very early years I found great comfort in, great attention with. And you may like to just see I've included those 1980s style shoes, which I'm sure some of you can resonate with and identify. And I remember wearing red dungarees and a nice little white jumper with blue piping, navy blue piping, and I do feel that this is a good reflection of myself, of my being. Important that now, much more than ever, we envisage ourselves protected. And what a great colour green is, a great healing colour. And I envisaged myself during a meditation last week of having a double green heart. In other words, I was in my own little bubble of green healing. It's a safe place. Is it sanctity? A safe place, yes. So I shall begin. Just really the aim of this is to put the finishing touches into this painting. So this morning I painted this beautiful Cadbury lilac purple with some lovely white shining light through it, some lovely white. So this is my safe place, and maybe this might inspire you to remember, recall, recite. We are all able to find those innocent little safe places when we were younger. So maybe, just maybe, envisage yourself now in your little safe place. Because we don't need to use the word. In fact, I'm not even going to say the word, I'm going to spell it out for you. L-O-C-K D-O-W-N. We don't need to use that word. You're safe. Your safe, peaceful haven. That place which you know deep in your heart that you can recall and go back to in your mind, in your imagination now. As I begin to rekindle an opportunity for you all to feel you can, within yourself, empower yourself to get back in to that little bubble, that little safe place. You can call it home, you can call it your haven, you can call it whatever you like, but just know that it's your safe place. And that's what's important right now. It is your safe place. So I'm just going to mix up some green and white. Let's just see what I can achieve here. So I'm just mixing up gently, mixing some colour, some gentle colours. First thing I'd like to do is just neaten up this bottom corner here. That's my tummy. That's it. So I've got some lovely bands of different shades of green. That's green. How's that looking on the camera? So just clean that edge off. See if I can just clean that off now. I can neaten that out later. So, thank you for the new subscribers. I've noticed I've had quite a few this last week, and in particular overnight. So I'm glad you're finding some interest in the channel. Perhaps you're finding it's resonating with you at the moment. Whilst we're all in quite possibly a similar situation of finding ourselves in a place where we need to look at what we can do to help ourselves, just allow ourselves to be in charge, empowered. I do enjoy green as a colour. I remember growing up, the country buses were always green. The London buses always were and still are red, but the country buses were always green. London Country, I remember, that was the name it said on the side, London Country South East. And they used to have a lovely dark green with a nice peppermint green band under the windows, very nice. And on the double deckers it would have been in between the decks as a cantrell. And then the green buses started disappearing, and they were the buses which were just on the fringes of Greater London, so they would be on suburbia and into the country, and then you'd have the Green Line buses, which were more or less coaches. Let's just neaten that up a little bit. Actually, I might be able to. Yeah, the coaches, the Green Line coaches, and then they all went. So we did have quite a good theme here in England with transport, colour-coded transport. And the Red London bus has been a symbol of London, and we still have red buses here in suburbia. But going back to green, yeah, I was very fond of that as a child, seeing the green buses. It was like a treat, you know, it was something rather special. So let's bring this out here. I'm only really neatening off the edges because I like this mixture of green that is being seen. There, that's rhyming. Around the middle. I've been listening to some more David Bowie. If you haven't seen my Bowie video already, check that out. There, that's it. I'm quite pleased with that. I've been watching the behind the scenes of the Labyrinth film, 1986 film Labyrinth. That's on YouTube if you want to see that. That's quite interesting. David Bowie starred in the film Labyrinth. He was the main lead. And it was it something Connolly? Is it Jennifer Connolly was who played the girl in that? Something like that, yeah, quite pleased with that. Just give a little bit more over here. Load it on a little bit more. But I'm using a lapel microphone for this video, and I've got one of those professional lights to help give some extra light. Give a little wiggle, you'll see what I mean. One of these lights here. So I've got my peppermint green outline, and shall neaten up this darker outline here. Then we've got the yellow, got like a gold leaf yellow all around. So yes, but it's essentially a double green heart all around. So let's darken this up a bit to now give us the area of let's darken that up a bit. See how that works. Is that a good match? No, it needs to be a little bit darker. I know. Let's put a little bit of blue into this. Quite a big splurge of blue. In case you're wondering, there's my little colour wheel I'm using. See that big splurge of blue? Well, I can use that up on another painting, possibly. Or possibly I could use that in some lettering, because up here I shall be putting a little caption in, which I shall reveal later. Alright, let's give this a try. Still quite light, isn't it? Oh, I don't know, actually, it's a little bit darker. Let's try too blue. Yeah, I think that will work. I think that'll work well. Yeah, I think that's a good contrast. So I hope this video is relaxing you, allowing you just to chill out, let yourself go, let yourself unwind. Do what you need to do to just let go, really let go. If you want to fall asleep, fall asleep. I don't mind. You can catch up with this another time, can't you? Once it's online, it should still be there for another day. Yes, quite pleased with that. I'm just trying to think of all the new people that have subscribed. Now, there was a lady today that left a comment. I'm trying to remember your name, begins with T. But I know you told me that you have been in hospital, so I hope that's going okay and that you're on the mend. And that your grandchildren that you told me about are keeping well too. And then there's Penny in Australia. Tiger cowrie shells. Very good for pain relief. The chi, they hold the chi, they can take the chi. You'll notice they'll be heavier when you've done your healing with them. And Sarah Tilsley told me about cowrie shells, so check out Sarah Louise Tilsley on YouTube if you want to know more about healing with those. Right, now we're at the top of this area. Oh, that was lucky, wasn't it, Tom? And who else has been in touch recently that likes to leave a message? Well, there's Craig and Tanya. And Stephanie and Rafa. I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope you're both keeping well. Something like that. Oh, and of course there's Tom up in Newcastle, Gateshead. Hello, Tom. You do these sort of videos, don't you, Tom, with the artistry? How's your Hecate's garden, Tom? I suppose really it'd be nice to do a live stream, wouldn't it? That would be interesting to interact. Not sure, I've never done a live stream before, so I need to look up how to do that. Has anybody got any tips how to set up a live stream? So yeah, this is a pleasant, relaxing activity, so I hope you're enjoying it. I'm getting a lot of pleasure out of this. How's that looking? Let's just bring that. So, are you finding that you're getting people contacting you more now, that supposedly those of us that have stopped work, are you contacting your pals, your friends, or are we still finding that we're quite a lonely planet? Yeah, that's great. That's good. I think I shall pause this for a little bit, and perhaps I could do a part 2. Yes, let's do a part 2 as we're 27 minutes. So that's the overall so far. The double heart around little Thomas and his daisies. So I hope you're enjoying this. I'll upload this very soon, and then I'll film part 2 tonight to finish it off, so you can see this. Hope you're all keeping well and remaining positive. Keep that positive energy going, and remember, now's your chance. Rest, rejuvenate. You've been given a chance. Take it, take that chance. It'll do you a lot of good. You'll discover a lot more about yourself going in and meditating. So I shall just turn the camera around so you can see me. Let's see if I can do this without being too silly with the camera. There's Laura and Hardy, there's all my sage, abalone shells. Here I am. I wonder how that's looking. I hope that's looking well. So, as ever, with loving kindness, I shall talk to you soon. Take care. Goodbye.